Emeka Egbuka is one of my favorite sleeper wide receivers this season. I've got 10 players you want to get based on average draft position. And we'll start off with Egbuka in Tampa Bay. All the camp reports surrounding him have been glowing, and we don't know what the status of Chris Godwin is just yet. He may end up missing the start of the season, which means Egbuka could play a big role, and Baker Mayfield absolutely loves this kid. Another rookie in Matthew Golden, who is one of the fastest players in the league, coming off of a massive combine. And keep this in mind, the Packers have a lot of mouths to feed at wide receiver, but Golden is a different kind of guy. They're going to utilize his speed. I like him as a sleeper in the 8th or 9th round. One of my favorite sleepers is Ricky Pearsall. He's the wide receiver 45 right now, but he could end up playing a big role for the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk's status is in question because of knee injury. They traded away Deebo Samuel Sr., so Ricky Pearsall could be a nice wide receiver 3 flex this season in a best case scenario. Josh Downs in Indianapolis, he has shown flashes of potential in the NFL. He scored 15 plus fantasy points 7 times last year, but he hasn't been consistent and he's had injury issues. Still, that's baked into his ADP. You can get him in the 120s. So I like Downs as a potential sleeper and draft bargain. Another rookie, Jaden Higgins, for the Houston Texans. He is going to end up being a starter opposite Nico Collins right away, and that's huge. Remember, Tank Dell is not going to be active this season coming off of a serious knee injury, so Higgins should see a lot of targets in what could be an offense that has to throw the ball a ton. Keon Coleman's coming into his second NFL season, and as a rookie, he showed some flashes, but he wasn't great. Now, with Josh Allen, of course, under center, Coleman could end up taking on that alpha wide receiver role in Buffalo's offense. I don't know that he'll lead the team in targets, but he should see some red zone opportunities, and he's worth a late round pick. Marvin Mims Jr. started to emerge into a really useful fantasy asset in the second half of last year. He had 434 yards in his final 7 games, and he averaged over 15 points per game. And a Sean Payton offense, Marvin Mims could be a great bargain in the 150s. I typically don't love rookie Patriots wide receivers, but Kyle Williams has really done well in training camp, and the Patriots, outside of Stephon Diggs, don't have any clear-cut starters at the wide receiver position. Williams is being drafted in the 180s based on ADP. At that point, he is certainly worth a look. One of my favorite sleepers at wide receiver, Cedric Tillman. He's basically free with an ADP of almost 200, and he showed some flashes of potential last year. And with a wide receiver group in Cleveland that has Jerry Jeudy and not much else, I think Tillman could end up being a great bargain.